Hey guys, ETN Sud here from Sunbros, and it's time for another hero quick look video. And today we're going to be talking about Veera. Veera is a class mage role initiator. As you guys can see, Veera's constitution is all the way to the bottom, but her ability damage is near the top. Veera's passive is Come Hither. Veera applies a stack of Come Hither to every enemy hit by her abilities. Each stack reduces enemies' magic defense up to 3 stacks. Veera's first ability, Hellbat. Veera summons a Hellbat that glides forward, dealing damage to all enemies hit. Ability number 2, Mesmerize. Veera blows a kiss at an enemy, dealing damage and stunning the target. And of course, her ultimate, Inferno Bats. Veera summons up to 5 bats to attack surrounding enemies. Each bat deals damage. If a target has been hit more than one time, it deals less damage. Now we're going to talk about Veera's pros and cons. We're going to start with the pros, which is things that you're going to want to take advantage of for playing Veera, and things you're going to want to avoid for playing against her. First pro, Veera has an auto cast stun. And what I mean by that is that you don't have to aim it. You simply click the button and it hits the target and they're stunned for 1.5 seconds. That's her second ability, Mesmerize. Really one of the best stuns in the game, especially considering it doesn't have to be aimed. It's super easy to cast, and 1.5 seconds is a very, very long stun in this game, and it proves to be a very potent part of her kit. Veera's second pro is that she has high burst single target damage. What that means is she can put out an F ton of damage to a single target, really like only a few heroes in the game do, especially when it comes to mages. So when it comes to playing against Veera, definitely don't sleep on her damage, because she could definitely burst you to dead with one set of abilities. Now on to her third pro, Veera has a magic defense reduction via her passive that is pretty epic. At level 15, it's 72 magic defense reduction, and you can stack it up to 3 times. That is a ton of magic defense taken away from enemies. Really pretty unique in that area. And when you combine the auto cast stun with the high burst single target damage, and of course the magic defense reduction from her passive, what you get is a very, very high quality 1v1 player. A quality Veera is not somebody you want to run into 1v1, because you may very well find yourself getting bursted to death after that stun. Now, having said that, let's go ahead and move on to her cons, things you're going to want to avoid if you're playing as her, and things you're going to want to exploit if you're playing against her. Number 1, she has very low AoE damage. I mean, only ability that she does that does any AoE damage at all is her first ability, and it's really not significant, especially late game. Number 2 is bad mobility. Veera doesn't really have any abilities that help her gain movement speed or any kind of dashes or escapes or anything like that. Her mobility is definitely very, very poor. And con number 3 is she has very poor team synergy. She doesn't really bring a lot to her teams, as she has no AoE stuns, no AoE damages really. She has no really way to crowd control. Kind of the main jobs of a mid laner or a mage is to really produce area of effect damage that damages less people, and area of effect stuns or crowd controls that really make life difficult for the team. So playing mid as Veera and really lacking that ability is really something that makes her not very good in a team composition. So it's a really, really bad string. All in all, Veera, even though she does a lot of damage, the fact that she only does it to one target makes her a much less priority mid lane among mages than most, and makes her a really ineffective hero. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other hero quick look videos. And as always, guys, till next time.